What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? This is going to be an important video that's going to tell you how to know you're ready to leave a mentorship and trade on your own. This was something that I gradually learned over time, and I used to try to join a bunch of Discords and a bunch of communities, and I'm going to give you my top three most important pieces of non-financial advice regarding Discord communities, mentorships, when you're ready to leave, whether you should stay, just stuff like that, because I've been through it all and I really want to help you guys. I'm not trying to scam any of you, and I'm going to give you my complete honest opinion. So without further ado, let's get into the video. So if you were like me, I actually would take a losing play and I joined a Discord or I joined a mentorship and I'd be like, yeah, I gotta join this. I just took a losing trade. Like, I really don't know what to do. I'm gonna join, I'm gonna be profitable. And then I joined them, then I took a losing trade in their Discord. I'm like, oh, I gotta try another Discord. Okay. And honestly, if that's you and you're admitting it, respect to you, because that's how every trader starts and that's how you're gonna learn. So if you're there or you were there, then keep watching this video because I know this is going to relate to you. Now, how do you know when you're actually ready to leave and join your own kind of mentorship or make your own mentorship or even just trade by yourself? You know, some people don't want to make their own whatever, okay? You don't have to. Some people like to trade by themselves, but if you want another passive income, like, how do you know you're truly ready? Well, obviously being profitable is one thing, but really being able to predict price every day, see it without anyone showing you, kind of having that light bulb reaction where stuff just starts to jump out of you based off of what you learned. Those are three common characteristics that really happened to me, where I could start predicting price without anyone's help. I would see things, there would be light bulbs in my head, and that was like the biggest thing. Obviously, at that point, I was profitable. However, I wasn't making $1 million off trading, okay? That takes time, and I do eventually want to get to that point, but I am not ready to size up to $1 million per trade. That's just something that's definitely going to take me years to master. Another common characteristic that really told me I was ready to trade by myself, not join a community, etc., was if I was able to take like 9, 10 green trades in a row and just get off and be done for the day. So that was really something that I would be able to do myself, and the fact that I wasn't blowing accounts in many months, the fact that I was going on these massive win streaks, you know, that really told me, okay, I know what I'm doing. I'm getting these light bulb reactions. There's really nothing else I need. Now, I'm going to be completely honest. My Discord that I run personally has a lot of profitable students who actually don't need me, but they still join my streams. Now, some of these people, they actually don't really follow what I say, okay? They kind of make their own decisions, but they're there for the community aspect. So maybe you're there, you know, maybe you have a good community. I know there's a bunch of good communities on YouTube, and I'm not going to name any names, but maybe you're just kind of there to talk to other profitable traders, to connect with other traders, and that's okay too. And this is really something you're going to have to figure out with your personality. Like, do you like connecting to other traders during the day, or does connecting to other traders during your day mess you up? That was a big issue for me to start, and something that I had a really hard time doing is once I did become profitable and once I did have my own opinions, sometimes I would still let others' opinions sway me. So for example, when ICT started alerting plays that I was in the opposite play of, I'd actually get out of my position even though my position would end up working, because I'd be like, oh, ICT just alerted an opposite play to me. That's probably not good, and he always wins. And now that it's been so long, I would never listen to ICT. I never listen to anyone that would have a 100% win rate. Over time, I've learned to trust myself, and that's another big thing to tell you, okay, I'm ready to trade on my own. I can go talk to other traders, and it's something that you really cannot let other traders affect your opinion. And once you have your model, you're going to trust it. I don't care if I'm going to short from an IFG and ICT calls along. I'm still going to trust my model. I'm still going to trade how my model is. And that's just how it is. Now, the final thing you know you're ready is if you're emotional while trading, but you're still profitable. And this is something that I've talked about in the past on my social media, but let's say you're in this trade right here. Let's say I take a Bitcoin long here, okay? And I take this long, right? And all of a sudden we go up, whatever. And then all of a sudden I get super emotional. I'm like, oh my God, I'm up $1,300. And I'm like, okay, but I don't care. Like, I can be as happy as I want. I'm like, oh my God, I'm up this much. Like, let's buy a car, let's throw a party, whatever. I'm up this much in the trade. As long as you are not changing your executions based off your emotions, So in other words, as long as you're not executing based off emotions, that is one other really good characteristic that you must have if you want to go on your own. Now, what do I mean by this? Well, let's say I was up this much and I'd be like, oh, I got to sell. I'm up to way too much. I'm not following the model, am I? Following the model would be maybe scaling here and holding the rest still here, because that's how I teach how to trade the model. That's how I personally trade the model. But if you're getting emotional here and you're selling just because you're up a money amount, that definitely tells me you're not ready to go on your own and trade your own, because you just can't do that. There's been many times in my live streams where I'm in a losing trade or I'm in a winning trade and I'm very happy, or I'm like, oh, this is going to fail, but I'm still not exiting position. So another example would be this. Okay, let's say I took this inversion here, and let's say I was short, and let me go to like the 15-minute time frame. So let's say I'm short from here, and all of a sudden I play price, and I'm in drawdown. I could literally say, guys, this isn't looking good. This is going to be an L. I could be emotional. I could punch the wall. But as long as I'm not exiting just because I'm good, okay? Because you have to execute based on the model. So let's say I'm in a losing trade. I'm in live stream. I'm like, guys, this doesn't look good. If you guys hear me say this doesn't look good and you get out of your position just because I say this doesn't look good, that is one sign that you are not ready to go on your own yet, because you must follow the model no matter what. I could be backtesting an FxReplay. I'm always going to follow the model, and you never want to get out of the inverse unless we close back above the fair value gap. So we have this 4-hour inversion, and again, I can be as emotional as I want here, but I'm never, ever going to get out unless that actually hits a stop loss. So that's another sign to really know you're ready. If you're executing based off the actual model and strategy and not based off of emotion, you can be as emotional as you want. But if you're still executing off emotions, that's one sign that you're definitely not ready. So all in all, to go over this video, the first thing is you should definitely have mastered a model, not trading a million things, and really know what you're doing, okay? The second thing is you go on winning streaks often, you aren't really easily influenced by others' decisions, and you're generally profitable, and you've been profitable for 6 months to a year. And the third is you never execute based off anyone's opinions, and you never execute based off emotions. You always execute off the model, because you know from thousands of backtesting sessions, you know how the model works, you know how to execute it inside and out. And yeah, that's really the only 3 things I'll look for if you think you're ready to go on your own. Now, if this sounds like you and you are ready to go on your own, this is where I'd recommend either 1, you could trade by yourself, but that gets boring, or 2, you could join my Discord, which I'm not trying to advertise here, but there's a lot of good Discord communities you can join to connect with other high profitability traders. Or you can find a buddy, maybe text him or something. I do that as well, and that might get you better trading, because oftentimes you're gonna be like, oh, there's the same target you guys are looking for, you know. I have a friend, Logan, you know, there's always these equal highs or equal lows, and if it's super obvious, I'll text him. I'm like, yo, where are you going to try along for this, whatever, or he texts me like, oh, are you taking this, and we'll kind of collaborate. But again, I still am not influenced by his decisions. I'm still making my own decisions. So hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know if you think you're ready to trade your own yet, but this is definitely an important video, because you must understand that even though you might be ready to trade your own, having a community is nice, but I'm sure you know your personality more than I do. And I'm sure you know that if you like, I'm sure you know better than me if you like collaborating with traders, or if you kind of like trading alone in a room, locked in your bedroom, not really doing anything besides trading, which I can't ever imagine doing that, because I get really bored. So that's it for this video. Don't forget to use code DODGY for 80% off for an Apex discount sale. And I don't know when it ends, but again, really good to pick up some accounts. Link in the description for that, and I will see you all later. Peace.